Welcome back again in speaking session. Today we'll talk about cross-culture communication barriers, problems, and sources that came in the way of cross-culture communication. You know that cross-culture communication means when peoples belongs to different country as well as different background, you can say that it is cross culture communication. When you try to talk someone, then you have to face lot of problems regarding cross culture communication. Today we will talk about some barriers, some hurdles, some sources, some challenges that you have to face when you are trying to communicate with someone. Let's discuss the following barriers that came in the way of cross culture communication. First one is language difference. Second one is assumption of similarities. Third one is non-verbal interpretation. Fourth one is pre-conceived notions. Sixth one is standing to evaluate. Last one is high anxiety. So these are the problems, these are the barriers that came in the way of your communication, particular in your cross culture communication. The first barriers that came in the way of your communication, it is language difference. People face problems when they speak different language. Might be you belong to some country and I belong to different country, so your cross culture communication can be happen in the way of your communication. Might be one person belong to Asia and other person belong to China, then there will be a cross culture communication came in the way of your communication. As well as there are many other places there you have to face problems regarding cross culture communication, like if you are working in same organization, in same firm, in same factory, then you have to face cross culture communication. Might be you send a message to other person but other person will not receive, will not understand your language as well, regardless of so many awareness about your language, but other person may be involved in the factor of language barriers. It can be a hurdle, it can be obstacles that came in the way of your communication. So for overcome, for grip on your these barriers, there will be no language difference in your cross culture communication. And second barriers that came in the way of your communication, assumption of similarities. Assumption means suppose when you think that all the people seem alike, all the peoples that belong to different areas, they have a same language as to speak with them. But it's a wrong perception, it's a wrong idea, it's a wrong similarity, it's a wrong assumption according to you. If you will think like this, then definitely it occurs miscommunication during your conversation. If you want to keep away misconception that occur in the way of your communication, then you shouldn't consider that about the other person's point of view. It might be from different country, it might be from same country, but it can be a different background, it can be a different strategy. So it's depend upon your mentality, it's depend upon your culture, it's depend upon your sects, it's depend upon your group. So all the peoples in the world, they are not alike, so you shouldn't think about their, they have a same mentality, same beliefs, the same religion, but the some of the things can be differ from others. So you should consider it and you should think that these barriers came in the way of your cross culture communication. Another main problem that came in the way of your communication, non-verbal interpretation. Non-verbal interpretation means when you will use signs, clues, and other things for your communication, then you should consider that other people have a different mentality, other people have a different thinking, other people have a different perception. Might be you use signs, symbols that can create hurdle in the way of your communication. Like if you will use hands, it it might be your ideas quite different from other. If you will shake your hand, if you will say yes or no, so these kinds of symbols can create hurdles, not for you but also other people. They are receiving your message, they are getting your points. So you should consider that. You should keep in mind when you are exchanging your information one person to another person, then you should know the importance of cross culture communication. Because if there will be ambiguity, if there will be complexity, if there will be hurdle, if there will be obstacle in the way of your communication, then it can so many problems in the way of your communication. For the sake of getting touch more peoples in the society, you should talk with them according to their background, according to their culture, according to their society. If you will do like this, then you can easily convey your message to others, you can easily convey your ideas to others, you can easily convey your thoughts without any problem. So it's a very good thing according to your speaking point of view. When you try to speak, then you have to use non-verbal signs, symbols, and other things. If you will use head and hands, all the other body parts, gestures, postures, that also create hurdles in the way of your cross culture communication. Another main point that is very important for cross culture communication, it is pre-convinced notions. Pre-convinced notion means when you will predetermine about other person. Like if you are working in some organization and you think that there is a people that belong to Hinduism, from Hindu society, then you have a predetermined ideas, predetermined thinking, predetermined thoughts. Because before to talking with him, before to exchanging your ideas, you make a mind before talking with them, and it is your predetermined, it is your pre convention. If you are, it's your pre-convinced notion that leads miscommunication in your way of cross culture communication. So don't think so, don't overthink about other people. Might be you are thinking prove wrong other person, and you are thinking can't be according to your thinking. So before to pre-assumption, before to pre-convinced other one, you should judge other people, you should talk to with them, you should spend your time. After this you have to realize about the other person mentality. And last and very important point that create obstacles in the way of your communication, it is an anxiety, high anxiety. Anxiety means disturbance, anxiety when you are trying to exchange your ideas with other sects, with other religion, with other country, with other culture. Might be you face lot of problem. So if you want to keep away the problems that you are facing, then you should know about the culture of other country, you should know the sects, religion, beliefs of other countries, so that you can't find out you so that you find out from your hurdles, from anxiety that can came in the way of your communication. In spite of your too much knowledge, regardless of too much ideas thinking, if you have a no clear idea about culture of other people's, culture of other country, then you can't communicate well, then you can't convey your message, then you can't convey your ideas to other person. So it's very important for you, if you want to understand other ones, other people, other country language, then you have to walk with them, then you have to go with them with not too much but a little bit, so that you can understand their beliefs, their understanding, so that your miscommunication can be resolved. So if you will not clear your ambiguity, if you have a preconceived, if you have a pre-assumption, if you are predetermined about your thinking, then there will be misconception. It leads to miscommunication. It leads to miscommunication as well as cross culture communication. So according to the above discussion, according to the whole discussion that we discuss in above said points, it's very important there will be a clear idea about other people's. You shouldn't be pre-convinced, and there will be no language difference, and there will be no anxiety when you are exchanging your ideas, when you are passing your information to others. Then there will be a sender and a receiver from same sex, from same religion, from same society, from same environment. Then your communication will be effective, and there will be no barriers, there will be no hurdles, there will be no miscommunication occurs during your communication. So it's very important for you, if you are running a business, if you are working somewhere, if you are working in some firm, then you should be clear about these barriers,